Hello and welcome to a new episode. And today we're gonna to have a lot of fun because the last time I actually found a very cool way to have the intersection to the highway. And what I did in the meanwhile was I just expanded it to all corners on here. So the whole highway in here now has the new interchanges. And I forgot a road piece. I really did forget our road piece. We need to change that one. So here we go. So we now have these very nice looking ramps there. And I already did some, what was the name of that one? I think it was the node marking painter or something. Intersection marking tool. I would recommend this if you want to have some. My markings are not very good because as you can see I would need to place a proper lines for the lane merging and all that stuff, but I didn't do that. It's just for the looks. I just made some markings in here, and I also raised the how does that call? Corner smoothness? Yeah, I just raised the corner smoothness in here as well, and I made this one round. It was more cornerly before, and now it's very smooth, so the cars can actually move much faster than before. So I really like that one, and I think I'm going to extend all those interchanges in there with the hard corners. I'm going to change those later in the game when the traffic will really become a problem, to have all these smoothness in there as well, and also the what do you call that, a swinging ramps. Let's call it the swinging ramps, because the swinging ramps actually care for making the traffic flow much more smooth, and that's a good thing, and I actually like that. So because of the change there, we lost some space in that area in here, which is going to have a new use pretty soon. But first off, we will start off where we stopped the last time, and that was the tram. And for the tram I want to have a tramway to go the whole inner circle in here. I want to have a tram line, and because I do have roundabouts everywhere, I don't want the roundabouts, the tram to actually go through the roundabout like that one. I don't want that one because it's interfering with the traffic, and as soon as there are more than 5 cars I get some considerably slowdown, so that's not what I want. So I looked up the workshop if it's possible to find some road piece where you have the tram line going underneath on the road. Unfortunately there's no easy solution, but fortunately someone already had the same demand and made such a thing. So I just downloaded that one. The only thing about it is it's a little bit complicated, because you have to use several node types to actually make that happen. So what I did was I made a new intersection in the editor of City Skylines, and ended up with something like that one. Just placing it somewhere so you can see it, like this one, which will be my intersection. And there I placed all that stuff together, so we do get a nice tram line, which then will go underneath, and then here we build the roundabout, and we'll go up again over there. So the one thing we have to do now, because it's not too easy to place them, so we do have some refactoring going on. So in order to make that one, what we need to do is we remove all those roads in there, not the round ones, because I don't think we need, there's not much traffic in here, at least not now. So we will basically go the normal way in the round thing over here as well. We go the normal tram lines overground, and then we will have the underground lines on those bigger roundabouts over here. And to do that, what we need to do is we just need to remove all those roads. That's what we need to do. It's very hard for me to do so, but we need to do some destruction, because it's too hard otherwise to actually place the new pieces. So we're going to remove all that, and we also remove the old tram line we did there for testing, because it will be in the way. You two, you have to go, you will be replaced later on. And you as well. And I think you have to go as well. So, true, we'll lose all the trees. Now what's wrong with my voice? Today my voice is strange. So, and we do have, yeah, 2 markings because they lack the road now. I don't really know. Yeah, okay, I see. So the next thing we're going to do is placing the intersection of that nice little piece, and we need to see if we get it for the right direction. Oh, did we missed one to delete. Yeah, now we should be clear, and we should be able to actually place those. Now we need, of course, road anarchy. Won't work without it. So, and now we should be golden. Here we go. And now we're going to place all those pieces, and we will lose all the paths, and we do the other side as well, and hopefully everything's aligned properly, so we don't have to alter the rotation later on. Yep, that's it. And then above, is it right? Yeah. That's a little bit finicky now, and because that's a pretty big area where we have to place those, it's a bit of work, but it's way less work than doing this manually without having it as an intersection. So that's the one piece, and the next piece is the tram piece, and I'm going to use that one because the one who made this actually used yeah, I will show you like this so you see the difference. If you take a normal tram piece, it actually looks like this. So it has a middle piece where the people can go, and then you have the tray lines on both sides of it, and he made it like so, which is much better, where the access paths are on each side and the tramway goes in the middle, and I do like that more. I won't need the access path in the middle. I don't think that's very good. This is much better with being in the middle. So I'm using that piece which is provided by the guy who actually made those things with the tram lines. What we do need to do is just connect everything up here, and then we will do some beautifications or something. First of all, yeah, step by step. Just we need to have that one, and we do have, I think, the old tram line is still there, which we're going to remove pretty soon. As soon as we made that one ready. So I think we're done with going around. Yeah, now we need to connect the tram lines which are underneath. There's a tram line piece, and for the tram line to go, so what we need to do is actually go in the underneath view, and I think we need a -9 or something, not 12. I don't know, is it 12? And we do go away with the road guidelines, because this is a little bit hard to place, but it's working. So we just need a little bit. I should have made the tram pieces stick out a little more, so I could just use it from above without rotating the view every time. But yeah, I'm just too lazy to do it again or start the editor. So just, it's not too much. So whenever I use those more often, I think we don't need it here. Actually, I'm going to remove it there because it doesn't need to go underneath. Oh no, come on, don't deselect me, please. Here we go. Snap it, snap it. It's snapped there, and we need to snap it there and go over there. Snap it there, and there's another one. Come on, snap you. Snap it there, Yeah, here we go. And there we need the next one. And you go over there. And I think we're done. That's it for now. So now we need to remove that one. Because we don't need it here. This will be a normal road. Same here. Will be just a normal road. Come on, go away. And you too. I think you too. Yeah, and over there's the same. Because we can just go with the normal piece in here. And there as well. Don't need that one. Alright. Alright, see me. And now we connect just that one over here. And the next thing is there. And also here. And on that side. So, okay. And the next thing we need to do is actually replace those. I could use now the original ones, but I think I'm sticking with those. Just so everything looks equal. So it's going to replace those tracks. And we're losing all the nice pathways we need to repair later on. And also we get rid of the parked cars in there, because we do have parking spaces and they're not allowed to, shall not, is their word for shall not. So they shall not use the parking space on the road. So now we use there to go for the normal, and now he goes for the guidelines again to have that one. Connect that and make that one nice. So, because I suppose we'll never have a lot of traffic in those parts of the city, and therefore we can just use normal tramway to go just over there without lots of problem, because everything is around here. That would be pretty complicated to set the tunnels up, so I just prefer to not do that and to not actually use it there, but instead just go above. I think it will work out. Maybe much later we need a different solution for that one, but for now we can just settle with that. So there's another one to find the middle, and I think you are the last one. We should go. You're not giving me a proper. So there's the 90 degree. The 90 degree, and he doesn't give me. Okay, well, don't mind. So, as we're now here, we do have the tram line actually completed. What we can do now is we need to place the building for the tramway. So this one, and this one is pretty big. So it is a little bit of challenge to find a place where we can use that one without interfering too much and don't steal us too many spaces. So I think what we can do is place it either there, and hopefully it won't destroy. Place it there and make the road go there, which I actually dislike somehow. There's no real road connection over there. Okay, I see. So another idea would be to place there, maybe underneath. I think we're going with that one. I would be nice to have it rotated to see where it is to place, and it's going to place. Can we place it in there instead of the pathway? We could do that, but we would use the pathway. So I'm not sure if I want to lose the pathway here. I would rather place it there. Yeah, place it snug in there. So we would need to have a road, a normal road, going there, Place that one here, and now we can hopefully place that building in here. And we need, of course, another 2-lane tram with tracks. I think this is what we need. Okay, so that looks nice. That's what we need. So the tramway can now basically, it should actually fit with those. So please connect over there. There we go. And now the trams can go on the track. So the next thing we need to do is setting up. No, first we need to mend the zoning, because the zoning was destroyed in the process. So we're going to rezone that stuff in here. It'll take a while. And we have some hiccups with the spacing, which is something I can't change right now because it's just like it is. And if you're going to replicate that one, I would suggest to care that the road piece you actually do will make a proper grid. I didn't check that, so I have to end up with an ugly grid. But as I said, I'm too lazy to change that right now. So we have mended the zoning, and we shall also mend the pathways right now to have those fixed. It's just some clicks because it's just the middle pieces, and I just need to reconnect them to the actual ramps. Should be no problem, should be done pretty fast. There was none. There was one, but I don't know where. I think it was something here. I don't know. Where was that? So we do have this leads nowhere. Where did that go? I think it was going somewhere, but where? Where did that one? Where was that one going? So I have no idea where that one was going, so I just leave it away for now. I don't even know if it was connected before. So we just care with that one. And then we need only straight ones, I guess. Here we go. And here's another one. And another one. Next one. Did you connect? Yeah. And there's another one. More. We do have more. Just more. Any more? Yeah. There are more. Much more. Oh, they're all broken. They were all destroyed. Just have to redo most of them. It's just clicking. Just clicking. Because it's the reason my pathways are actually removed is because they are on a high of 6. And 6 is just fitting with the cables of the tram. So normally it's just okay, but in that case, if you have your pathways higher, there should be no issue with that one. So, and now we can place the tramway lines, and that's what we're going to do now. Hopefully it will be a cool tramway line. And what I'm going to do is we have the metro station over there, so I'm going to try to have the station right where the path is, which leads to the metro station, and hopefully there will be a proper stop movement. Well, it isn't there, unfortunately. I won't use stops right now there because there's nothing to go anyway, so we're going to stay here. That one or that one. Let's use that one. And then we're on the road, on the path again. So here we go, another one. We had that one, and we use that one. And we just go around, and then we use that one. And we're done. And we do the same for the other side. So we do have 2 tram lines actually, where the peeps can go around in that area. And that area now will be another commercial zone, because we do have the most demand in commercial zones, and also that part is pretty nicely connected to the highway. And now if we restart the game and let it run a little bit, the first tram, there it comes. There comes the tram, and it's now picking up the first people. Hopefully, or not, because we have one problem. And that one problem is, I think the peeps, yes, they go over the street. For whatever reason, they go over there. So I think they just cross the road where they want. And yeah, they're just going over there. Not sure why they were going over there. There must be some piece in there. I think there's a hidden crossway. But yeah, at least they can reach it. So what I don't know yet is if they will use the actual tram line. So if we select one, where is one? There's one. Select and see the lines overview. Oh, we have 2 passengers and 1 line. And we do have, I think that one is the old line. Where is you? I think you are the old line. Lines overview with the last stops. You are the, yeah, okay. You have 2 people on the tram line which isn't actually driving. So the two guys actually are lost in the train because the train isn't moving. Whereas the train, you see, that's the old one we did for testing purposes. It's just nowhere, and 2 people are in there. So what you're going to do is we just vanish them. We magically let them disappear by just going in the lines overview and removing that tram line with the 5 stops. I don't even know why it's 5, but just remove it. We have only the 2 which are now going around our inner district, and the inner district will now be fed with more parking space and commercial zones, because parking space, as you can see, we do have currently these not very nice looking pieces of park, and it's full. So it would be very nice to have them not full and also have them look better. So in order to do so, we want to put parking spaces right next to the metro station on every block we have in there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Where maybe not 4, maybe 1, 2, 3, because there that would work still. Yeah, that will work, because there the lane is different. But I think it's working there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we make one prototype of that parking space and we copy it with movie tool. So in order to do so, we just need to measure us some lanes. I won't really run that now, so I think we are turning off that one and we just look how big we can go. I think we're going to measure that one, and we go over there. We have a lane of 21 units, and from the high I think we're limited to the parking space height anyway, but it will be that one and that one until there. Oh, fits perfectly. It fits really perfectly. So we do have I think it was a 6. Come on, don't snap to it. Don't. 6. So we do have a 6. So we're going to place a parking space in there. We're going away with the road guidelines, turning on the snapping, and we'll make ourselves a parking space with 6 units. Why did you do that? Because you cannot be elevated, and I do have 6 of high. So now it works. 6 units there, 21 units up there, and then we have our parking space. We just put in a filler, and we're placing our parking lots like that one. Here we go. Now just placing those. Now imagine we do this 6 or 8 times. Not feasible. So we just do it once and use the power of the movie tool. It won't be aligned exactly to the grid that way, but it doesn't matter so much, because the work we spare is actually worth the hassle. So damn, we want to have the green stripe. in there for the looks, because we do like the looks. Put that one in there, and put that one in there, and then we need the move it tool, select that one, move it inside a little bit, and then we use to go that, oh come on, that one and that one, do the same, just looks nice. And the next thing we will need to do is having a tree, and we use the new palm tree we actually had, and we have smaller ones as well. So we do have the royal palm small, we use that one. This is done for the cars need actually have some shadows because we're in the tropicals and it's pretty warm over there. And I think we also need to activate the fence mode, and then we see if it's going to place the trees. Will it? It won't. So we need the prop anarchy as well, and then it works. And we're going to be there and there. I will do the same here. Now we do have a nice parking spot, and we need to remove the trees in here. So we're not selecting them. Just give me some trees and get the single one. Remove that one, and now we need to clean up first. So we need to free up the space. That means we are removing the parking space itself and the road next to it, because we will use that one for our new parking space as well. Go away, go away, that one go away, go away, and you will stay. I think now the next thing we want to do is remove the trees and turn off prop anarchy, so we don't have any leftovers in there. Don't want trees in here. Definitely don't want them here, because this will be a parking lot. There can't be trees all over because the cars need to park. So this is actually free of trees for whatever reason. No, there can be. So this is it. That's it. Now we go in here and move it tool, rectangle selection, aligning the screen, and here we go. We do have a nice parking lot. So now we copy this, and if I now press the right mouse button, I can rotate it the way I actually want it, and then I'm placing it in there. I could have made it even bigger. Look at it. I could have made it bigger. Why? Why could it have been bigger? Oh, anyway, we'll just fit it like so. And then we have one. And now we do this on the other spots as well. Placing the parking lot everywhere, so the peeps can have nice parking. Because parking is actually very important in commercial zones. Personally, I really hate it if you have to go somewhere and there's no parking. And it's very often in Europe, for example, that you have too less parking space. So this is something I really want to change in Geoma, where everywhere should be enough parking for everyone. We're almost finished. We're almost done. There we go. And now we just need to connect. It didn't copy the trees. Why didn't it copy the trees? It was selected. Actually, it was selected. The tree were there, and I had the prop anarchy off. Okay, I see. I had the prop anarchy off. So that means basically, guys, you get no trees because I'm too lazy to do them now. Maybe, if I'm happy, I will give you trees later. Don't know, but for now you have to stay in the sun. So hopefully your air conditioning in the car is working well, because you won't get trees. And so if there's no trees, no one need to water them. Anyway, we want to have the connection roads. So we use the drive, and I think the way to access those will be over the residential cluster. So that's what we're going to do, and we're losing, unfortunately, all the paths again. So we do have to redo the paths. And there's only one way to go there, so hopefully the peeps will be able to recognize that they have to go in there to find the parking lot. So now we had that done. We just need to recreate the paths now. So much work. So much work. So I think this was like one path. It would be much better if they would actually go over all pieces, but I think they don't. And I want them to be able to reach the metro station from the parking lot, so that's why I really want to have the path. So there was a path as well, somewhere around here. And there should be another one. We're almost done with that one, almost done. And one more, yeah, here we go, there's one. And another one. Oh, that one actually wasn't changed. Okay, so this is done. The parking space done. We just need to make some more pavement, because it doesn't look so good with that one. Just painting the paving. So we do have parking space. Should be all paved. Should be all paved. Just because it looks pretty nice, just pave it all. Get all is getting paved. Here we go. That as well. You're getting paved as well. Everything is going to get paved here. That's a paved area. More paving. Here we go. And also there's some roads. I don't want that roads there with trees, because the peeps are parking in there, and I don't want them to park in there. They will just clog up all the traffic while doing the parking maneuver. So I'm going to forbid them the parking, because using traffic manager and forbidding to park is too cumbersome for me now. I'm just changing the road type to something which doesn't have parking. And in order to do so, we're searching for something which actually has some use, like that one with the trees and the bus and taxi lane. And I think we're going to use that one. And again, we're losing, I think, because of the tree. What would happen if I turn prop anarchy on? Nothing, it will get removed too. Do they have parking? What about those? Why don't we use those? The green stripe one. What about those? Will the pathway survive? No, it won't. Anyway, I will use those anyway. I think they're better. I think they are better, and we just use them everywhere. And I mean really everywhere, so only there. And as we do have to redo all the pathways anyway again, we just need to redo them again, connect them again and again and again. There's one, that one too, that one, here, more, even more, much more. There we go. I think that's it. That's it. And now let's do some more pathways again. So we're connecting the pathways again. I don't think I still don't think I would make them in a high of 9 to avoid that issues, but I just find it just looks better with the high. I would be actually funny if it wouldn't be. No, it's plenty of space. So that one wasn't. It was connected like so. Any more? No. Yes. There's one more. Another one. And another one. There should be more. Yes, more. Still more. I think. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So. Oh, come on. There's still parking. There is still parking. You know what that means? I would have to change it again and place the pathways again. But I won't do it now. I'd maybe do that later. I'm pretty happy with the grass stripe right now, and yeah, I'm pretty unhappy with still parking cars because I didn't look properly. So that's something I do off screen later on. Was there something more? Yeah, let's look at the traffic for now. Just have a look if we missed something. Oh, it's pretty red, but only in the last one. Not exactly sure why that one. Just have a quick look on that one. Oh, it's not properly configured, so let's fix that one and just have a look. Yeah, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Please do it properly, like so. That was one of those. And I think one thing I want to try there is maybe getting the node controller, getting that node. I don't know what's the size of that one, 24 I think. 0. I don't think it was 0. 24. So let's try to set that one to 24. And how would that look? It looks pretty good. And I think we're going with the 24. So I'm going to do it there as well. Let's go for the node controller and set that one to 24 as well. There we go. Much better. So this should solve some issues, but not all of them. And I would just try what's going to happen if I use it here as well with a value of 24. Yeah, I think it didn't do too much. There's a lot of waiting going on when they trying to pass, because now the intersection at this node type is much bigger, so it takes eventually more time for him to see. Yeah, that's free drive. What am he waiting for? Look at those. Where did they learn to drive? They're pretty long waiting there. So I'm not so sure if that's going to work. Let's put that on as well, because I think we can't have to let them waiting. There it works, they're pretty much better, but there they were just waiting all the time. And also the difference in size, because we do have made that bigger. Okay, alright. So one thing left. I said we actually want to have more commercial zones, and we do have some space in here. So what I want to try is to actually fit a commercial zone in there, and I mean really snugly. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a road. I think we're going to place a normal road. Are we going to put one there? And we do need the road guidelines now. And come on, give me the guidelines. Here are the guidelines, and I'm going to place a road like here, and I think there's the middle. And if we put it there, we do have a nice fitting road in there. And now we go over there. Come on, don't go there one. I want you here, and then I want you to be without the guidelines. I want you to be there. I think that's good. And then I want you over there. And then I'm going to want you, I think there or there. Let's try here. And then I need the guidelines again. Hopefully I get some marking of that guy there. So where is you going? You're going like here. Not total red, but like try that on. That looks much better. So we do have, we have prop anarchy on again, so it doesn't remove the trees. So we have the trees now all over again. Remove the trees. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. So we do have a new zone in here. And we do have a problem with those buildings here now, because if we look there, that one road actually overtook space from here. And what I'm thinking we're going to do is we let all those buildings connect to the inner road, because every time they get delivery they will block the road, and I don't think I want to have the blocking road in there, but I prefer to have it up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm turning off the buildings. Maybe I'm turning it on there. So we do have a little glitch there, I don't care so much, and I'm turning it off. There, no, turn it off. And there, turn it off. There's still some road piece. There's still some road piece. I can't switch because this is our tunnel thing. So okay, we just worked this up anyway. And we need to find a nice spot actually to connect all those up. So turn that one again. And then we'll look, because I think there it should be better placed somewhere around here. It's in the middle of the road, so we're going to use that one. And did you make now traffic lights? Yes, you did. And we don't want traffic lights in there. We do have the main road, and you are the other one. And what we also want to do is we want to have a one-way road. Because there's not much room for a lot of traffic, and we would just go over there. So we have some sort of ring road where they can go in there. So in there now we do have commercial zones. We just place them with the filling tool, please, and there we go. We have some commercial zones in there, and hopefully also in there. So we lose some space in there, which I don't really like. But while I can't turn off the zoning, I can't turn it off for just one side. I can just turn it off for both sides, and that's something I don't really want. And maybe, why is it turned on there? Yeah, that one I don't want, and that one I don't know why it's missing there. For that reason it's missing there, but okay, I'm left with that. So there's a piece more, there's more pieces. And now we go ahead and see what's going on. We do have something, it's not connected. Why are you not connected? Because I turned the snap off in road anarchy. It's not so bad, not so bad. It's already fixed. And now we have to wait for commercial zones to actually settle there. And I'm also going to do paving in here. Not in there, so just in here. Everything shall be paved. And while that's growing, it's raining again. Look at it, it's always raining. Always, all the time. I would like to have some trees, and I'm going to use the big ones that time. I do have prop anarchy off, and I think we don't need to turn it on. Okay, so we don't turn it on, but use the trees just manually, place them around there. It's just for optical reasons and aesthetics, to have that roads a little bit distinguished. And we may also use a fence so people are not running on the highway, but yeah, it's optional, totally optional. So we can place another one there, we could place one there, so that's what we do. Here we go. Are they very happy, or are they? No, they're pretty happy over there. So we have some happy commercial zones. And we can't really do the same over there because, yeah, we do have the tramway station, and maybe we could place some sort of park in here. Let's see. Do we have like that one? No, that's too big. What about that one? It's too small. That would be good. We could place the park. But I would prefer something a little bit bigger to fit in there. What about you? No, too small. Too small. No, too small. What about you? Too small. You're too big, are you? And you not? You're not too big. Maybe we can use you. Well, we could use you. But now I wonder why we don't have a park in that size. Normally that park is pretty good. Look at it. That park, I think, fits pretty well. So we're going to use that park and we use it over there. And then we are using a pathway. No, we don't using a pathway. We're just paving the rest. We're just using pavement and paving the rest on like so. Like so. Here we go. The rest shall be paved. Maybe not there. But the rest should be paved. So here we go. Everything's paved. Pave, 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 everything. So here we go. Then that looks nicely. And now they're leveling up. I'm not sure if we gain something, but if I see there's a drop in the demand, I think we gain something. And what we now can do is we can expand all those areas with the same sort of a commercial cluster in there, but I think we're going to have also some sort of plaza. Well, you could use a plaza. What do we have on pre-made plazas? Like that one. I think that's a nice plaza. It's very small. That one's too big, I guess. Yeah, that's big. I don't want it to be that big. But I think a small plaza could be cool. So we're going to place up a road there and see if we can do the same thing for that space, and maybe we can actually just copy it later on. So what we're going to do is we're taking our road tool and we're going with the guidelines a little bit by hand, and we do need to turn that one off. So we have one. I think there's the middle. Here we go. I'm not sure if that actually did connect, so I'm using it like so. Could it be there? Looks good to me. And I think we're going to make it round from here. Then we need a straight one around there. Do we have a better? No, we do have the same marker, so we're going like that one, and maybe use it with a high of 7, and there we're using a high of 7 as well. Okay, and over here, this doesn't look too good to me. How does it look? I'm not so sure about it. What's with you? So we do have it like that one, and using a straight one for here. So that's what we're going to end up. And then we connect those two, and then we have that part already there, and it removed yeah, it removed that one. But yeah, we already I already said we're going to live with that one, so we do have small buildings in front and the big buildings behind it. Not too happy with that one, but I think I'm going to live with it. Again, a compromise. It would be very nice to be able to turn off just one side of the zoning grid, but I think it's not going to happen, so The only thing I could do is basically turning it off on the wrong side, yeah. And then we're paving that one. And having a look on it as long as it's empty. Everything is getting to be paved. Pave, 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 pave. I'm pretty sure most of you guys dislike my paving craze, because I'm just paving everything. But the thing is, it's just so easy to do. It's much easier to do other things. And it looks, at least it looks closed later on. So when all buildings are actually placed, it just looks, yeah, it looks right. And if we have those brown things, it just looks wrong. It looks just incomplete, and that's what I dislike. So I think I need to find a way to get rid of the brown thing, and then we can have more greens. I think that's something I'm going to try next, to find a mod. If you already know a mod which can do this, I think this can be accomplished with sort of a theme changer or something. Just let me know in the comments. So I'm going to give that a try then. Need a bigger brush. There we go. So now we do have that area as well. And I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to copy that one and bring it to the other parts. But what do you think? How's that looking? How is it working? Is that something cool, or is it uncool? I think we're going to use the middle of the road for something. Maybe not train, or maybe train. No, we do have a train over there, so we don't actually need that as a train, and as we're not going to have some place for train station anyway. So if you're just looking there, train station passenger, it's pretty big, but it could actually fit. It actually would fit in there. Look at it. We could fit the train station in there, but we could not fit the train lines, and it would include a little bit too much traffic in there as well, so I'm going to not do that. What I actually want to do later on is, we currently have a monorail, a very long monorail track over there going the whole cluster around, and it does have quite a lot of stations, maybe like in that distance. And what I've read is that the peeps actually don't like to use the monorail that much for short distances. They actually want to use it for long distances, and that may be the reason why they're not using it. So an idea is actually later on to get rid of the monorail stations, but let the tracks there, but not the stations, and use a tramway instead. And I'm not sure if that's going to work in some way to have a monorail and a tramway. Maybe it does, not sure. And use a tramway to go there, to connect those pieces, and just use the monorail to go the far distances, like over there. So maybe they're using that one more likely. They're using currently 137 for that one, and we do have, for example, that one 150, so it's basically the same. I think they don't care so much about the distance, because the distance is much longer, but yeah, on the other side it doesn't go anywhere, so maybe we should try to connect that one up too and see if they actually going to use it then more. But yeah, we're not profitable anyway, but we can have a look on our tramway. So let's have a look. We do have the tramway in there, and it has no passengers. And we look in there, oh, we only have 5 and 6 passengers. So we basically have no passengers in our tramway station. That's something I actually don't like. So, and I also don't like that we don't have crossovers. So like there, when we have actually a road placed, we do get crosswalks. and people don't use it. No, they use it, but very rarely. But they do use it, so okay, I'm fine with it. I'm fine. We can also use this space to make them use the overpass, but they need to go in the middle anyway, so I think we cannot completely remove the crosswalk. I do have a park, so there was still something to do. We need a one-way roads in here. To have a little bit of traffic prevention. So I think that's going to be it. And we do have still buildings in there, and what we want to have now is actually a connection road in there. But before we do that, I think I'm going to copy it first, and hopefully it will fit with the other ramps as well, because they were all copied and are not exactly the same. So I was just too lazy to put something like this up in the editor, and as it's quite big, I don't even know if it would have worked out or not. So, and then I would have to fit it in there, and yeah, could be as complicated. So still not quite sure if I'm happy with that one, because the city is called Geoma, because it should be very geometrical, and all these curves are not very geometrical, but I think we're going to use that. And what I'm also thinking is I may come up with some sort of plaza fitting in there, because currently this looks very empty to me, and as there's no road, and I don't want to have commercial buildings there because it would clog up that little piece of road. So I think I'm going to build something in the asset editor, like a park, to actually connect to that one. Okay, I think we're going to do that. What I'm going to do now, for example, is I'm going to select that one. I think I'm selecting only the roads, and going to copy those, and then I think I could just fit those in there like so. Now we do have roads. Oh, and that way it didn't, it did. Yeah. And now the same is going to happen there. We do have the road. And now we're turning it over and placing that one here. Like so. And now we're placing that one in here. That's the thing with the big cities. You can't just make every corner differently, at least not now, not in the big clusters where all the action is going to happen. So placed all clusters. Now we're going to pave everything. So we need a really big brush size. It's really big. We're going to pave all of this. And remove that one from the center parks later on. Just clean it up later on with a smaller brush, but for now we're just using it there. And now we're getting it a little bit smaller. And clear that one. Cleared. Clear it there as well, because there's sand inside. Maybe we should make that with grass. We may see how grass is looking. And there again. There we go. And now we made that one. And we lost all our zoning again. But first we're placing the roads. The access roads going in there. And I'm going to use a middle point or something like there. And I don't want to have it a one-way. It needs to be two-way road. And maybe it should one two-way road without parking, so I'm using that one with the trees. Or maybe I'm using that one with the green strip. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the green strip one as well. There's no real way to find the center, and it's not fitting perfectly, but most of the time it's 90 degrees, so I think it's okay. So where's the other one? Here we go, there's the other one. And we're using it like so, and there as well we're using that middle point, I think. And then I also think we have to remove traffic lights again, because it pretty sure it has placed traffic lights. So let's look. Yes, it did. So we're doing it like so. We don't want traffic lights. So all has to be fluid. At least we don't even know if that was a good idea or not. So that's something we're going to see pretty soon. But not yet. Here we go, another one. And we had a different road in here. I'm going to make this one of the green stripe as well. And then we have to refill the zoning. I'm going to use the filling tool for that, the rectangle filling tool. I'm just filling everything up. So here we go, and now they can place all their commercial zones in there. And the middle zone is now pretty filled. Look at this. We do have a very big part of our initial zone actually filled. Yeah, I haven't done anything to these parks yet. They look a little bit boring. Yeah, sad. Very sad. But there, look at there. So much people waiting for the bus. So I think we have to replace the buses there with a tram line. I think that's needed. We have to put tram lines in there. I mean, on that side it's okay. Not too many people. And there, how many people? Look at this. It's way too many people. The buses cannot transport them. So I think we need to change that in some way, and to have a tram line to replace the buses. And the tram line is pretty silent, so there's not a lot of noise pollution. It should be a good idea. So our demand for commercial zone actually dropped to 0. So we do have enough of them. Finally, I think it's the first time ever we don't have demand for commercial zones. So what we're going to do now, as an experiment, is we are finally putting more residential zones in there. We're going to let them fill up. And I think that one is too loud. What about... No, noise pollution, not so bad, not so bad. There it's loud. That one is loud. Or is anyway... They're not so concerned. Oh, the metro thing is also pretty loud. Who thought about that the metro station is that loud, because it's just underground. They shouldn't be able to hear it, but okay. It's like it is. And no one's actually parking there. Look at those people. Look at those. They have so much parking space there and they just don't use it. They're not using it. They're using that one, which they can't even reach. Look at those. They're parking basically in there. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal. So I think maybe I can. No, I can't. That would be pretty nice to edit that one. I think there is a mod to be able to edit single pieces of such an asset, but I'm not sure about it. So back to our cluster. It's slowly picking up, and we can have a look on our traffic pictures, and that one now really looks bad. I'm not sure why that one is red, because actually everything's flowing pretty good. Everything's fluidly. There's some issues. And what we can do is have a look up, because we don't want that one. We want it like so. And you can actually go in, and you can go in. And you can't go in, but you can. And you can't either. And I think that should solve the issue. I'm not sure about that one. I think you're allowed to. And you're allowed to as well. Okay. So that's one thing. I mean, there's not so much traffic. Why is it red? Why is it that red? I mean, I understand why you're red. While I don't understand why you have so much traffic anyway. But what we're going to do is fix the lanes first. And then you're going to be allowed, and we have the same problem like here, and you're not. And now it should flow. Not sure about what. Do you have a traffic light? Why? Why? Why is there a traffic light? Honestly, there's a traffic light. They play traffic lights in there. I'm not very confident with traffic lights in here. So what I'm going to want is you can have, and I think I'm going to make it like that one, and yeah, it's the same like there, like so. And here as well, we don't need I mean really. So, and that's one side. I think it's flowing better now. At least it's not longer red. There it's red. You could fix that one as well, so you're not longer red. Fix the lanes first. We need to use that one. First fixing the lanes, and then caring. You are allowed, and you need to be allowed as well. So where's next? Yeah, it's here. It's very, very red. Would be interested why it's that red. So there's no traffic. There is no real traffic. So what we could try is to use the node controller and give them more room. Like 24, I think was a good number. Let's see, 24. Make that one 24 as well. And we're going to make that one 24 as well. It doesn't look very nice. I mean, it really doesn't. So I think we don't want to use 24. Maybe we may want to use less. What about 20? Let's try 20. Yeah, but with 20 it's still round. So I think we're going with 20. And you're going to be 20 as well. And now we see if it's actually being round. Yeah, it's basically round, but it has some glitches now, so maybe we don't do 20 either. But the traffic isn't so bad. Just know why they're now waiting much more, so I think we're not going with 20. We're going with less. Let's try 10. Let's try 10 instead. Okay, 10. That one as well, 10. And I'm going to make 10 there as well. Going to try that out. Just going to try that out. So now they do have 10. And for whatever reason there's something strange. There's all allowed. So we do have 10. And if we now look at the traffic picture, it's still quite red. Yeah, I think it's the reddest spot. Or what? No, no, no. The reddest spot is still the cargo train station. I mean, look at it. Yeah, I did actually also change it here. As you can see, I changed that one to a round one as well and made the ramp much longer, because it happens that there will be some clog up and then it immediately clogged up the highway, like it would be there if it clogs up too fast, and then everything stops. So I think we're going to, this is pretty nice. So they're all now currently moving there, and that one's stopping all over. So I think we have a look at this one. We do have it, and then we will make it like so. Hopefully it's more flowing now. What about here? And you can actually go as well. But the problem appears that the problem isn't the intersection, but it's the train cargo station. It's too slow with loading. And that's an issue. I need to think about a solution about how I could, yeah, look at it. And also we have flying cars. If you have a solution for those flying cars, please let me know in the comments. I have really no idea what are they doing. Look at those. Isn't that funny? They're just jumping over each other. They have some super pursuit mode or something. They just jump over. That's pretty nice. And they do that since I changed that one. Maybe I probably ruined something with the movie tool or something. Maybe you get a solution. But we actually need a solution for that train station. This is not feasible. So what I'm going to think, we need some sort of road where all these cars going to the train station can actually go without stopping the whole traffic in there. So they need to go elsewhere. We need some sort of bypass where they can just sit in there until they are ready with. The thing is, I can't read where are you coming from. So you are from, yeah, you were something, and I don't even know where you were going. So you're not going to the train station. You were turning to facility. Oh, you're going that way. So I think we need a one-way road. First of all, we need a one-way road. The first thing we need to do is a one-way road. You don't want them to go two-way in there, because it's blocked anyway. As you can see there, they can't go. They go in from both. No, 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 we don't want it that way. So I think we're going to replace that one to be a one-way road. First of all, I think it's just clogging up. If you do have reaching them from both sides, they can't go in there fast enough. So let's see. It's much better now. But we do need a solution there. This is not feasible. I think we're going to put a roundabout in here for the off-coming traffic, and somehow I think we're going to have a roundabout. Well, a roundabout wouldn't help there, so maybe we don't need one. But we need some sort of road. Oh, we can actually do this right now. Just making a very long road in there, where they can actually go and wait for that turn. I'm not going to connect it anywhere. And we don't want the road grid lines. It's not like I wanted to, so get rid of that one. I'm going to place, maybe I'm not even going to place that sort of road, but for now I will. I'm going to do it like that one. And going like there. That's not nice. It's not nice. Don't do this with me. So what we're going to do is we make a straight line there. And then hopefully we can make it like so. Are you straight? Yes, you are. And we're doing the same thing for there. Can you be straight? No, you. Yes, you can. And that's one thing. And we want that one to connect there. Then we get rid of that one. And what we now want actually is to be another road going from there. Give me that one. And we need the road guidelines, I guess. Can you be straight or can't you be straight? I think you cannot. Come on, come on, come on. Anything, anything. No, 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 no. Please. Please don't connect. So, it's not working the way I want it, so make it differently. No, 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 no. We're going to place a road something like there. No, 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 we're going to be a road like there. Would better be there. And then we're going to have, come on, a little bit more, no, a little bit more, up, come on, go a little bit up, up. No, no, no. No, no, no. And we're going to place that one. That's not working exactly that way I want it to work. But what I'm going to try now is just make it like so. And we try to move it tool to move it around later on. But the problem is it's not going to work. Oh, like so. And now we connect it to that one. And now we connect that one. And now we can have that one like so. I mean, this is pretty hackish. I would wonder if that is going to work. So I'm turning around that one. And now we will see what happens now. So all the cars now going up there. And there's plenty of room for them. Hopefully it's enough room to accommodate the problem to get them away from that road. So everything is rolling. For now it looks pretty good. It's just enough time for them to get off the road. So I think we just fixed something. But there we need a roundabout. This is not going to work. We do need a roundabout, and we will have some issues with the monorail station then. But we may be able to put it more over and have it more like there. Not sure where the straight one is. This one is the straight one, so we can have a roundabout here. But I'm not going to try that because it will destroy things. And I don't want to have things destroyed right now. Oh no, it's filling up. It's filling up, but it's still fluid. Still all running, everyone's rolling. Yeah, still going. I think this is working. So what about the traffic now? Oh, we're at 85%. Look at that. That's nice. 85% traffic flow. That's pretty good. Everything's flowing. So as long as no jamming, I think we get a really good score, like 85. 85 is pretty good. I mean, we have 70,000 people in there, and we're at 85. So the next big area will be over here or over here. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do next. Or we may finish that one, so we do have some more room. We could see what's about the loudness. It's not very loud in here, so we could have residentials. And I think this is actually what I'm going to do, putting residentials in there. Because why not? Why not? There's no reason to not have more residentials in there. We need them. we need the residentials, and I could actually use the parks from over there. That one. I think I'm going to use that one. I'm going to copy those. Just like so. It's not too many, so I make this just... Did I select everyone? I think I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, make it like so. So I think we're going to select that one. Oh, we can hold shift, that's nice. And now we're going to copy that one, bring it over here, and it should fit in there. Like so. Look at this one. And I'm going to fit... Why does this is not fitting? I think it's different. It's not so equal. It should be much more equal. So I'm going to would be there, and that wouldn't fit. So what I'm actually going to do, I would have to need to place... I think it's not equal. So I'm going to do it manually. Or shall manually or not? I think it's not. No, you see, it's not properly fitting. I mean, when I'm using the road tool of the trees and have the guideline on, oh, it actually would fit. So okay, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just adding myself those nodes as well, and that one, and now I'm going to copy that one, bring it over there, turn it like I need it, and while it's not completely rotated the way I want it to, it's still not working. It's not working the way I want it to work, so I'm going to make this manually. But it will be some sort of space we had here, so it will be the same to go and fit in there. We may also do a park in here. Maybe not. And that train station will actually be not so nice to the guys living there. So what about the noise level? So I think those guys will not be very happy about the train station. And we do need some school, and we're going to make a community school. Let's do the community school and place the community school over there. So we do have some differences. What about high school? Is pretty cool, university pretty cool. So we just need more elementary schools. And I think those will get one as well. And now they need a doctor, and we're going to need a doctor there as well. Yeah, they need a doctor as well. So now I think we're done for this episode. We did quite a lot. I mean, look at it, we have dead people. So what are we going to do with the dead people? What's here? We could be cool with police and all this stuff, actually. Yeah, we do have enough fire stations, and we do have enough police. So we need some sort of collectors for that people, because obviously there are people dying in there and no one picking them up. So we do have the free thing spots, and we could place that one in there and have some park fitting the rest, but I'm not sure if we actually need it in that amount to justify one of those at every spot. Look at this traffic pictures. No, it's not traffic. What is it? Health. Health. We do have no health on the highway. So what we can actually do is land value. Just look at land value. Yeah. So we do have very high land value in our high density zones. And the next thing now, the demanding is industry. Now the demand industry, that could mean that we actually... Okay, I think we can actually remove that one. Will give us some money. We are now at 50,000 in the plus, in a very big city, with plenty of public transportation and very good traffic numbers. Everything is covered, and we're out of water. Why are we out of water? Because we need more water and more treatment. Now I'm getting some problems with placing my water pumps. There's no more room in here. I think I can basically put another one in there. And maybe you moving that one over, but I think I'm going to make it like so. Not sure if that is going to be connected. Have we solved the water? Did it connect? Did it connect? It didn't connect. So we need to connect it manually again. That's something when you place a pump on an existing line, it's not going to connect. So going to place that one there. And now we should have solved the water problem. But we soon will get into sewage problem. So what we need to do, where is my little island with all the dirty stuff? There it is. And we need to place another treatment facility in there, because we will get problems pretty soon. That's something we have to care for in another episode, because currently we're just using it there and putting it in there, and all the bad stuff is going over there, which is nice for the island because they don't need to smell it, but it's very sad for the island itself. So, oh, actually, I had an idea for the island. We could actually use that one as an airport. So, if we end up having not enough space for an airport over there, we could actually place it here, or even there, or even up there. But for now, I guess we don't need an airport now. We'll go for that later. And I think we also should care somewhere for some amusement park and a zoo, because I think a zoo may be a good place for a zoo. What about a zoo? Does a zoo actually make a noise? Does the game tell me something about it? A zoo? Does it tell me? No. It's not telling me, so maybe it tells me there. Does it? What's that? Zoo main gate. Is it noise? No. It had no pollution and no noise pollution. What about the other buildings? Anyone with noise pollution? No. No. What about the entertainment birdhouse? That's pretty cool. They all have no noise pollution, but I think they're pretty big. Yeah, they are very big. We cannot make a zoo in that small space. That's something which we can't do. We could make an amusement park, but amusement parks are very loud, so we can't place them there. Would be too loud for the guys. Anyway, I'm talking and talking and talking, but in the end, this episode is done. We made a lot of stuff for the city. The traffic is going. We have removed a lot of trees, even those we didn't want to remove, but well, yeah, maybe I do that off screen, so if you in the next episode see there's some trees, I was very busy with that. But yeah, I'm not very eager to do it right now. We do have some spots left there. We could use it for utility buildings, we could use it for parks. I don't know, I think I'm going to leave that open right now, just in case we find some problems later on. But yeah, for now, I think we're pretty good. Oh, we have much more passengers right now, which is good, which is nice, which I like. And I hope you also liked this episode. You had some fun. And by the way, please click subscribe so you give me some favor, or if you like my videos, you would want to get informed about new ones anyway. So I hope you see you in the next video, in the next episode, and I'm trying to come up with some idea what to do next in Geoma. So I wish you a good night. See ya.